Networking is so important to a business for it to be successful. So today we're going to find out more about networking. Shelia Morgan from the Chicago Business Opportunity Fair is joining us. As the president and CEO of the Chicago Minority Supplier Development Council, she has some unique insights. And with her is Nate Sutton, president of Sutton Ford, who's sharing what he's learned about business with the next generation of moguls. Thank you so much both for coming in. This organization's been around for 50 years?
50 years. Can you believe it?
Hard to believe.
Hard to believe. Now, I'm not 50 years there.
Well, we know.
I've got miles, but just not that many. So we started in 1967, and it was out of this event that the organization actually grew. The organization is designed to connect minority-owned companies to majority companies so that they can have a place to sell their business.
Nate, how successful has that been for you? I mean,
we've been involved for over 25 years.
Wow.
And it's been extremely successful.
Why does a company need this?
Networking and access to senior management and at major corporations in Chicago and nationally that you otherwise simply would not have access to.
Where would we be without networking? A lot of people I've talked to are in business. I don't know. Networking, it makes it happen, doesn't it? And when we talk about networking, getting together, going out to dinner, golfing, things like that, that's all a part of networking, isn't it?
That's all a part of networking, and it's more than that. You know, really, people do business with people that they know. So
They
networking,
trust them.
they trust them. So networking gives you an opportunity to meet these business owners, to meet the corporations, to understand what they do, for them to know you and for you to know them. So it's really important.
How do you woo the businesses to be involved in this?
Well, you know, major corporations figured out years ago that if they want to sell their products, for example, Ford knows that minorities buy cars, right? And so they want to get to know, they want people to be involved with their organization that can sell minorities cars. So Sutton Ford is a prime example of connecting people that are in the community to business owners.
What have you found, you know, through this networking? Give me some ideas of how it's helped you.
Well, we've grown our company from about $30 million in sales to over $100 million in sales over the last 25 years that we've been involved. And relationship selling is foundational to that growth. So having access to corporations, it takes around 3 to 5 years to build a relationship because companies still are very much into relationship buying. So they do business with people they have a relationship with, people they can trust, and people that they feel will be there next year. So the longevity of the business is important.
It just seems like it's tough to do that. And this organization, your event, is going to help them do that, right?
It absolutely helps them do that. And it's a starting point. It's not the ending point, but it is the starting point. Nate does business, for example, with ComEd. ComEd is our leading presenter this year, and so you really need to get out and get to know these major corporations.
What will happen when they get there today? Not today, April 20th and 21st. What will happen there?
So first of all, it'll be over 200 major corporations that are there looking for these minority business owners to buy and to sell from. So that's the first thing. Second thing is you can make sales calls on all of those different companies that are there. The third thing
so you can actually work while you're there.
You should be working. That's exactly what you should be doing. You need to be very strategic about who you're trying to meet so that you can grow your business. And you need to realize that it's not an ending point, it's a starting point. You're getting to know them, they're getting to know you. We also have something that's called one-on-one. So for those people that signed up early, and for those major corporations that know exactly what they're looking for, there's an opportunity for them to have a sit-down, one-on-one, face-to-face meeting to talk about next steps.
And Roland Martin is one of your speakers this year, right?
Roland Martin, so there are a lot of things that go on. The first night we're going to have an award ceremony, and Nate will be there featured prominently. In fact, he's one of our award winners. The next day we'll start with a breakfast, and Roland Martin is going to be our facilitator. He's going to talk with Ann Pramaggiore. He's going to talk with Henry Cisneros. You remember Henry Cisneros? And then the third person will be Chris Kennedy. So they're going to have a conversation.
So some heavy hitters are going to be there.
Some heavy hitters. They're going to talk about minority business development.
Have minority businesses surged of late, or are they leveling off, doing well now?
Minority businesses are growing, and more are being added to the ranks annually because corporations have downsized, and you just have a tremendous amount of talent with an entrepreneurial spirit and second careers, if you will. So young men in their 40s have decided, you know, corporate was wonderful. Kind of, I started in corporation. And then you venture off and start a small business, maybe a consulting company, and it grows into a small manufacturing business. Maybe you purchase a franchise, as we did, and it grows from there.
That's wonderful. Where can we find out more about this?
ChicagoMSDC.org, 312-755-8880.
Come and check it out April 20th through the 21st.